Hey, how you doing, guys? Oz here. This is a 61 kill streak gameplay on the map Retreat. I'm using the AK-12 with stock suppressor and extended mag. This is my favorite setup in the game. I like running it with low profile blind eye. I also use blast suppressor with scavenger. Works out really good for me, as you see in this gameplay here. But I want to give you guys a little bit of play-by-play commentary so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm going to actually let the full gameplay run while I talk about it. This is one of the huge power spots on the map. When they're trapped on the A flag, you stand behind this rock here and there's loads and loads of cover that overlooks a lot of areas that the enemy can't really see you from. I mean, they can see you if they're sniping, but if they're using submachine guns, maybe even non-burst rifles, then you're gonna have a huge advantage over them, as you see me here. Basically, all you're doing is you're standing here, you're using the head glitch to look into the doorway, you're crouching down, and occasionally to mix up your angles so they can't get a line of sight on you, you move up a little bit and you sit on the staircase. When that's played out, you actually sit by the little poolside area, and you never advance past this little Chinese sign or Asian sign. Sorry, I don't know my languages, but you guys get what I'm saying. What you want to do is you never want to push that way and jump over the little barrier. You want to come into the building, because what happens when you're in this situation, they're on the A flag. They're going to be spawning all around you. You can control the spawns from this back staircase. What happens is they spawn right there by the flag and also in this back area. And you can come around the back here. If they start pushing B, you can actually get a nice angle on them. You can flood out a little more towards the flag. Or if your team starts taking A, you can provide them a little bit of cover, because they do spawn on that other side and they will run like this guy just did right there. They will most of the time run and try to jump over the barrier to get to the flag and to head glitch the little crouching area right there where they can just sit down and look over. Another thing that you want to do is you want to avoid mindlessly sprinting and mindlessly boosting everywhere on this map. It's very tempting. I understand. Trust me, I've done it. And if you just slow down a little bit, you can actually start. The reason that you guys should slow down is so, not for the enemy, but for you. You can start thinking more. Things are a lot easier to process when you move slower. You can really get some good kill streaks going. Most of the time, you should be able to hit your kill streaks on this map, unless, of course, you're mindlessly sprinting. You don't want to do what I did there. I kind of overstayed my welcome, but I did the good thing. I took a little bit of gunfire. I backed up, and instead of fully retreating, I just got to a point of advantage of an AR distance, and I waited it out. Probably what I should have done is I should have, at that point, immediately circled instead of waiting, because you do leave yourself vulnerable. Like right here, I'm leaving myself really vulnerable, but I'm pretty confident that these guys are not sniping. However, if they were sniping, then I would have a huge problem. I noticed immediately they're back into that same spawn when the game first started, where I was getting a lot of kills. So instead of trying to cut through the middle of the map, I take the long route, and I just make sure I stay in a point of advantage. Like, look at this cover here. He has to jump over the rock to get to us and get to the flag. He has to expose himself. So I stay behind the cover, I get the kill. Moving from cover to cover is really easy in this map, and that's generally what you want to do in Call of Duty. Is you always want to have some type of cover in front of you so that you're protected and you're not just standing out in the open ready to be shot. It also reduces the amount of angles somebody can get on you. As you can see in this position right here, there's only two angles they can shoot me from, either from the doorway or from the little barrier where they jump over. So as long as I keep an eye on that, it's really hard for them to shoot you from the barrier too, because it has that Asian sign in the way. So unless they're sniping, like I said earlier, it's really tough. As far as weapon choice, I like the AK-12. I like it pretty much on any map, because I play primarily from distance, and it has one of the lowest recoils, and I can spam it out kind of like an ACR with without having to control the recoil too much, if at all. I mean, I'm not even using grip, and as you can see, I don't have any problem whatsoever handling long distance gunfights, and I still pretty much get the kill no matter what the other team's using, unless they're using like ARXs and some of the better burst weapons. This is a good ARX map. However, you're gonna come up against a lot of ASM-1 submachine guns, and those things are crucial against the ARX. You'll lose pretty much every gunfight up close because they just will instantly kill you, and there's nothing you can do. When they're trapped on C flag, you can see the red dots, and that's why I like to run the UAV. I run threat detection, I run support, and I run extra time. When they're trapped in that back cave, don't push up into the cave. I mean, you sit behind the rock like I did so right here. Get the DNA bomb. Now I get a little more aggressive because obviously I don't have any kill streak to protect, and you can really start seeing a lot of the angles that I begin to use. A lot of the routes that I use put me always in the advantage. This is a little risky right here. If like 2 or 3 guys would have spawned in, and I probably should have died right here. Maybe that guy should have died, but yeah, that's probably one of the few times in this game where I was not protected by cover. It's really, really hard. This is another great spot when they have the B flag and they also have the A flag. A lot of times they'll actually jump over the middle of the map and you can catch them from that platform that you can stand on. Sorry guys, I'm trying to think as well as I'm watching this. Try to avoid this area that I'm in now. This is submachine gun territory. Don't come in this area with an assault rifle. I didn't notice too many submachine gun guys, so I'm pretty confident doing stuff like this. But in general, if I notice they're running a lot of subs, then I will not run a lot of these routes. I'll stick to routes like I'm doing right here, where I'm on the outskirts of the map, pretty much just waiting for somebody to run out into the open, because with the fast movement speed in this game, someone's always moving. There's not going to be a time, even against clans, there's always going to be someone trying to flank you. There's so many buildings they can jump over. But ooh, I got lucky right there. See, that's why you don't really go into the middle of the map. The guy almost killed me here. Alright, so the enemies now have the C flag, and I'm going to show you guys the little trap area that I was talking about and how to work this left side. When they have C, try to avoid the right side. That's submachine gun territory. It's really easy for them to get to you. You can't really combat them when they boost. So when they have C, try your hardest to stay on this left side. You can do what I'm doing right here. I'm just picking people off one by one. If they have sniper rifles, don't use that angle. Alright. They spawn in the cave, so to attack the cave, what I like to do is get behind my favorite rock. DNA bomb goes off. That kills them all. That means they're going to be in the back here. We take B. Alright, so call my UAV. This is going to help a lot. Clear out this building. Make sure nobody's in there. Get behind this head glitch. They will always spawn in front of you here. Kill the guy here. Immediately try to duck down. Don't spend too much time pushed up, but you want to push up a little bit every once in a while just to mix it up so that you're not predictable. Because if you're just going to sit like this the whole time, eventually they're going to pre-aim you and they're going to take you out. So notice how I'm floating around. Floating back and forth. Popping in and out. Take a look at the spawn. Duck down. That's going to keep them spawning in the cave. UAV's helping me out. Check the cave again. He spawns. Duck down. That still activates that little spawn point here. Boom, boom, boom. Look at this. Look at it. Lining up for me. Oh, shit. See, that's why you don't spend too much time in that area. Basically, what you want to do is get 1 or 2 kills and then fade back. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. That was pretty sweet. 61 kill streak. DNA bomb, peace.